राधे 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 गोविंद राधे करं परं श्री नित्यानंद चंद्रं भजे। जय निताय। Now we are already in the truths of Ananga Mañjarī. Ramai Thakur, until now he explained about the truths, tattva, but tattva is good, all the knowledge is good, but always tattva is not giving us really sweetness. But our bhajan, Raga Marga bhajan, Raga Anaṅga bhakti, full of rasa, that means sweetness. So now, Ramacandra Prabhu is starting to explain the beauty of Anaṅga Mañjarī, how she looks, about her sweetness, about her beauty. Here, what Ramai Thakur explained about the beauty of Anaṅga Mañjarī, we have to listen with bhakti. We should not compare with this material world beauty. That is why this all things about Raga Anaṅga bhajan is very secret. We cannot explain to everyone. Because by the listening of their beauty of the secret pastimes of Śrī Krishna and Srimati Radhika, if this material comparison will come in our heart or mind, it will be offense. Before we listen this, we have to know we are listening about Anaṅga Mañjarī, not a girl from this material world. Because he compared so many things here about her beauty. So, and it is comparison with these material objects, like vine, like the mountains. But to listen this, in Rasa Shastra you will find these truths about the beauty of girl. Same beauty he explained here about Anaṅga Mañjarī. Maybe Kalidasa, Bharavi, Magha, all those poets, maybe they are listening before they will write some things about the material girl in Meghaduta, Kumar Shambhava. Maybe they have listened, or they read, or they realize, or they took darshan of them. In Meghaduta, Kalidasa, you know the Kalidasa? You know the poet Kalidasa? explain the highest beauty of girls. That her beloved lover, this Gandharva, in his separation, he was thinking about his girlfriend, about his wife, and he is sending a messenger as cloud. And he is explaining the beauty of her girlfriend. Tanni Shyama Shikhari Dashana Pakka Bimbadharushti Madhek Shyama Chakitaharini Prakshana Nimna Nabhi Saruni Bharadalo Shagamana Stokanamra Stanabhyan Ya Tatra Shyat Yuvati Vishay Srishti Radhyaiva Dhatu. He explained about the beauty of a young girl who is very beautiful, sunny, slim. Her body complexion is not really bright, but Shyama, shining blue, shining black. Shikhari Dashana, her teeth is very beautiful, like pure. Pakka Bimbadharushti, her lips is like bimba fruits. Madhyak Shama, her waist is very, what you say, thin, very thin. Chakita Harini Prakshana, but her eyes is like deer. Nimna Navi, her navel point is very deep. Srani Bharadalo Shagamana, although she is slim, but 2 points of her is very high. One her buttocks and one her breast. That is why for these 2 weights from 2 sides, she is going very slowly. Gajendra Gamini, how the elephants, they are going very slow. And then Kalidasa is said, you can see the beauty of this young girl. That is the highest point of the beauty of a girl. Ya tatra shyate yuvati vishaya srishti radhaiva dhatu. But that girl was from this world, Gandharva, very near to this material world. But now we'll listen from Ramacandra Prabhu about beauty of Ananga Manjari. Now he will explain about her. Jasmin Kali Gatah Kunji Muda Madana Kaishari Pravalamani Muktaya Racha Nina Manoharit. Once, one very beautiful girl, she enters and Kunja. And her beauty defeats the power of Cupid. And she was decorated with the jewels like coral, pure and the other were as conceptual. Ekosmin kale dhoni modano koishore jini Dagomogi madhur jero shima Anaṅga Mañjarī dhoni prabalo mukutamani Ahorano kokutmani. Ramacandra Prabhu is saying that I cannot explain the beauty of her. Even Brahma will try by his forehead. That will be very little. He cannot explain. Because her beauty, her madhurya, there has no limits. Endless. Beauty of her, beauty of Ananga Manjari, cross the limits of all beauty. So no one can explain how beautiful she is. But how much I can receive, how much I can explain, but you must know that is also very little. Maybe 10%. Why? If he is saying her beauty, if he is taking darshan of Ananga Manjari, then why he cannot explain this? Why? The first, there has no comparison. There has no comparison. And the next point is, who is saying, he is not explaining. First, we'll see by our eyes, is not? Eyes will send his feelings to our mind, to our heart, and then from our heart, it will come to our tongue, then it will explain. Who is saying he has no words to explain? So, how much he can explain, he explained to her, to our mind. How much he explained, mind cannot receive this. And then he explained how much he realized to come. So, 2 times, it's getting less. When tongue is explaining this, then how much he realized, he is explaining. So, that is the point. First, there has no comparison. Without any comparison, we cannot realize anything. How it looks. If I start to say some things about anything, then first question will come, how it looks. Then we have to search one thing, it's look like this. Is not? But there has no comparison of the beauty of Ananga Manjari. It was happening also with Brahma, you know. Brahma, he came associates with all the other demigods. Why? To pray Krishna. When they came here in Vrindavan, Krishna was standing on a jewel throne. To look at him, to look this beauty of Krishna, they are really surprised. Even Brahma, he forgot all the words. And they were speechless in front of Krishna. And Krishna that time he was playing flute. After some time, Krishna stops playing flute and he asked, "Oh Brahma, everything is okay?" came here with all the demigods. Why? Is in Swarga there has any problem? Then Brahma said, no problem. Then what has happened? All of you came here and without any word you are standing here, you are waiting. Prabhu, we are enjoying your beauty. But you know, not for any problem. We just came here to pray, to say something, to explain our feelings. Okay, then you can say, I want to listen. Then Brahma said, Prabhu, yes, we came to pray you to say something, but to look at you, we forgot everything. Why? If we want to do bandhana, you know bandhana means to praising, and there has some comparison.
Comparison.
Yes. In bandhana, there has some comparison.
Comparison.
But for you, there is nothing I can compare with your beauty. In this world, but for the beauty, the highest object in front of us, like moon, beautiful, it's like moon, beautiful, like waters. But you know, in front of you, this all is very little. That is why we are speechless. Why, Brahma? Prabhu, if I pray that prayer, oh lotus eye. After I will say this, your lotus eye, if you will ask, oh Brahma, my eyes is not really beautiful, more than lotus. In front of us there is an answer. Because it is true that your eyes is, we could not compare with lotus. Millions of lotus beauty, it's very little in front of your eye. So we cannot compare. No shayanta sammati shayastradhisha sharajya lakshmapta samasta kamai baling haradbhesh chiraloka palai kirita kotirita padapita. Oh, that means Brahma, who is Veda, he has no word to say. He has no word to pray. No problem. This all things is beyond of my knowledge, is beyond of my intelligence. Veda also cannot explain your beauty, explain your truths. So, we'll pray to you. Yes, you, all of us, we have this knowledge that you can accept the mood. You can listen the mood. If I offer my mood, then you can choose words from our mood. Then what we'll do, Brahma? We'll offer our pranam to you. But no problem. We have not this ability, we have not this quality, we are not really qualified to touch your feet. In front of you, we are very fallen. We are not qualified to touch your feet. So, we'll offer pranam on that throne where you are standing. And when we'll do pranam, that time, by the crash of our crown with this jewel throne, then you can listen some sounds. I know you will accept this sound as our praying, as our praying. You can collect all the words which you like from this sound. That is our praying. In that way, no one can explain, no one can really pray bandhana to Krishna or these kinds of near associates like Ananga Mañjarī. So here Ramacandra also is saying that what I will explain to you, that will be very little. You have to multiply million times of this explanation by your own sadhana. I am giving you some points. Whenever you will get this qualification to take darshan of Ananga Manjari, it will help you. But you have to multiply this explanation million times. Then you can realize little beauty of Ananga Manjari. Not even total, 100%. Then also it will be very little. একস্মিন কালে ধ্বনি মদন কৈশরজনী ডগমগী মাধুর্যের সীমা ডগমগী. She is always with mood of enchanting. অনঙ্গ মঞ্জরি ধ্বনি প্রবাল মুকুতামণি আভরণ কোকো মহিমা. I cannot explain her beauty. দ্বাদশ বয়স স্থিতি. She is always 12 years. She is always 12 years. বসন্ত কেতকী কান্তি. Her body complexion is like ketaki flower. It's not really white. You can say white if we'll put some little blue, then it will be the color of ketaki. Bluish white. So her body complexion of Ananga Manjari is like ketaki kusuma, ketaki flower. Anga shobha কখনে না যায় নীল পট্ট পরিধান ঘনে তদিদ অনুমান কন্দর্পের দর্প খেলা যায়. By her beauty, she is always defeating Kandarpa, that means Cupid. Duty of Cupid to bewilder our mind. Is not? When we'll be bewildered by Cupid, Kandapa, that time we can do some things like karma, this material karma. Kandapa is trying to bewilder her mind, but to look at her, to take her darshan of Ananga Manjari, he is forgetting always what he has to do. He will stop his everything. He will stop his work, his activities, to look at her, to take darshan of Ananga Manjari. The mind of Kandarpa will be bewildered. Mohana Mohita Visha. she has such kinds of beauty that Kandarpa, whenever he will come to build her mind, this mood is not only for Ananga Manjari. All the Manjaris, they have such kinds of mood. They will be not builded by the Kandarpa because they are always attached with Sakshat Manmatha, with Krishna, who is building the mind of Sakshat Kama, that means Paradunya. So they are not really attracted by Kandarpa, Cupid, this material Kandarpa. Whenever Kandarpa will come, she will be builded by them, all the Manjaris. And Ananga Manjari is the most super one. So, Kandarpera darpo kela jai. Srimukho mandalo shashi tahe shudham mriduhashi. Is comparing beauty of her face with moon. And we know from full moon which kirana will come. By this kirana, that means the rays, the nectar, Shudha, always is coming down. When she has such kinds of face like full moon, moon means full moon, not half or quarter or some partial form of moon. She is always like full moon. And her speech, Tahe Shudha Mriduhashi, and her smile is like this nectar, which is coming down from full moon. This nectar is like her smile. Maybe more sweet, maybe more powerful. Why is explaining her smile with Shudha nectar? You know why? By nectar we'll get immortality. Is not? But this nectar, by which you can get this immortality, this nectar, it should be very low power. You can get immortality with all your these qualities which you have now. That means if you have these qualities not good, then you will get immortality with these bad qualities. But in this material world, no one can get this immortality. Amritatta. But scripture said, Tameva viditva patimrittumeti nanya pantha viddate ayanaya. Yes, you can get this immortality. You have not to take this nectar which the demigods and the asuras, they got by churning the ocean. You are not to take this Amrita. This Amrita, only you can get you immortality for your life. But if you will get knowledge about Krishna, Tvameva, that means Krishna. If you will get knowledge about Krishna and his associates, if your mind always engaged with the pastimes of Krishna, Krishna Lila, if you are always meditating about Krishna, then immortality, real immortality. Who is clever? All the devotees. They are not searching immortality by the lifetime, by paramaya. No. They want to get the immortality always together with Krishna. That is why in Ramacandra Samvad, when Sriman Mahaprabhu he asked Ramananda that Rai, can you explain about some things by which one can get this immortality? Kirti gana moddhe jiver kon baro kirti Krishna prema bhakta boli jar hai sthiti, jar hai khyati. He asked about the kirtis, the activities. Right, you know, from this material world, in this material world, no one can get this immortality by their lifetime. But they can attain this immortality by their activity. Kirtir yasha shajivati. Who have this great kirtis, that means activity, he will get this immortality by his kirti, by his activity. Like if you make some very nice things, how long it will stay, all the other will look at this, they will remember. Like this great ancient sculptures, paintings. If you see Mona Lisa, the picture of Mona Lisa, then you will remember Leonardo da Vinci. Isn't it? But he died so long before. But till now we are remembering Leonardo da Vinci as the painter of Mona Lisa. How long time we will remember his name? How long it will stay here in front of us, this painting. So, Vinci, he got this immortality with his painting, with his kirti, with these activities. But this also not for all time, not for always. Maybe for a long time, some long time, but not for always, is not? Mahaprabhu asked this point, by which activity one can get this immortality, which is eternal, like eternal, always? Then Rai answered, Krishna prema bhakta boli jar hai khyati. Will get this identity as very near person, very near associates of Krishna, very near devotee of Krishna. He can get this immortality. Because Krishna is eternal. Krishna, he stops his external pastimes before 5,000 years. Is not? But still we are remembering Sri Rama. He was not eternal associates. Sri Ram, that means not the friends of Krishna. Sri Ram, Sudam, Dam, Sudam, no. I am saying about Sri Rama Vipra, who was friend in his Gurukul, this Brahmana boy. Srutadev, Bahulashya, they are not the eternal associates of him. But they were very pure devotees. That's why, whenever you will meditate about his pastimes, Leela, Krishna Leela, you have to remember their name. All these pure devotees, Srutadev, Bahulasha, Sridham, and all the other very near devotees. And they were attached with Krishna with their prema. That is why we are remembering them with love. We are not remembering Kangsha with love. We are not remembering Shishupal Dantavakra with love. They also got their immortality in another way, in pratikul way, against of Krishna. We are always remembering them. We should not be like them in that way. Is not? We have to love Krishna, but not to hate Krishna. Like them. So, whenever you will attach with such eternal points, like Krishna, his pastimes, his associates, that time you will get this immortality. And this immortality you will get from this Krishna Prema Amrita. By this Krishna Prema Amrita, by this nectar, otherwise, by this nectar of Devata and Ashura, you will get only some lifetimes. Not this immortality, that everybody will remember you with love, with respect. Whenever we'll destroy all bad qualities, whenever all the darkness of ignorance will go out from our heart, that time we can fill our heart with Krishna Prema. Krishna will do this. It will not happen by our desire. It will not happen by our power. Hari Shabder Bahuartha Dui Mukhotam Sharva Amangal Hari Premgya Harimam. That means he is spreading prem to our heart. We cannot develop prema. We can develop when we can receive from him. Then it will increase, then we can develop it by our practice. But how we can destroy all these bad qualities? To take darshan of Ananga Manjari. That is why her smile like nectar, whenever we can take darshan of this smile, then by this smile, she will destroy all our bad qualities. From all the bad qualities will go out from our heart. All the darkness of ignorance will go out from our heart, only to look at her, only to look at her smile. When we'll take darshan of Ananga Manjari with smiling face, that means she is pleased to us. And by this smiling, she will do this work of destroying everything bad, inauspicious things from our heart. That's why Ramacandra Thakur, he explained, he compared this smile with nectar. Tahe Shudha Mriduhashi Bru Jugo Kameru Kamana. Her eyebrows is like a bow of Kamadeva. There has so many things. If Kamadeva has bow, that means in its arrow. Without this 5 arrow, by the flowers. You know, Kamadev always using his bow and arrow for us, and these arrows made by flowers. Fulo Sharo. Sharo means arrow and Fulo means flower. If she has, Ananga Manjari has this bow, then where is the arrow? Brujugo kamero kamona, kotaksho modone shari, bhubono mohito kore. She is attracting this universe. She is bewildering our mind by throwing arrows. And which arrows? The kataksha. Kataksha means? Glance, yes. Glances, by her glances. And it is not direct. All the beautiful, like damsel, they are not looking directly. That is why so many times in Padavali Kirtan, about Radharani, about the Sakhis, they said, Tijjako Kotakshvahani, Sri Krishna Modana Mohani. All the gopis, Srimati Radharani, she is throwing indirect glances. What is like arrow of Kamadeva. To whom? To Krishna, who is always bewildering the mind of Sakshat Kama. So, you can imagine how much they have their power. They can bewilder the mind of Krishna also. And 6 Goswamis in the scriptures, mainly Rupa Goswami, so many times he explained in that way. Krishna is Madana Mohan. He can bewilder the mind of Sakshat Kama, Pradyumna, when Srimati Radharani together with him. When Radharani is not there, he will be bewildered by Cupid. Radha Shate Yada Bhati Tada Mohan Madana Mohito Annatha Vishwa Mohapi Shadan Madana Mohito. Maybe he can attract all the universe. But if Srimati Radharani is not together with him, with Krishna, then any time he also will be bewildered by Cupid, Madana Mohita. So, Ananga Manjari is the supreme of all of them, same as like Srimati Radharani. So she is attracting all the universe by this arrow of her glances, Kataksha. Kataksha Madana Share Bhuvana Mohita Kare Hanomuni Noyano Sadhana. Here, I have seen this translation. He said, this is how I estimate the quest of her eyes. That is not really exactly what in this verse. Noyano Sadhana, that means that is the highest point of our success of our eyes. We have so many senses, is not? Hand, mind, earth, eyes, ears. And And by these all senses, we have to do sadhana. We have to perform austerities, sadhana, bhajan. And here Ramai Thakur is saying, sadhana for your eyes to take darshan of Ananga Manjari. If you can take darshan of Ananga Manjari, then you can say, yes, my eyes is success. It is not really like painted on the peacock tails. In this peacock tails also you can see the eyes. It is painted there. If you are not taking darshan of Sri Krishna, Srimati Radharani, Jugaru, if you are not taking darshan of Nitai Gauranga, that means your eyes also like this, painted on peacock tails. So we have to get this success for our eyes to take their darshan. First we have to start to take the darshan of the deities. Then we can get these blessings. Then time to time it will develop our feelings, we can get this qualification. Then we can get their direct darshan. When they will bless us. Otherwise, it is nothing. Sukadeva Goswami, he explained in that way. Savag jayata shagunan karnite karo cha tat karma karo manascha smarit vasantam sthirajanga mishu srinoti tat punna katha shakarna shirostu tashor bhayalinga marmit tadeva jat pashyati tadhi chakshu angyani vishnorath tajjananam Padudakam yami bhajanti nitya. Success of our senses. Tongue. When our tongue will chant Mahamantra, when Mahamantra will dance on our tongue, Shava Jayata Shagunan Granite, by which tongue always doing chanting or saying something about her leelas, about her guna, then you can say this tongue is successful tongue. Karo cha tat karma karo. You can say your hand, your arms is success. When it will be used for Krishna Shiva, not only for Krishna Shiva, for Bhakta Shiva also. If you do Krishna Shiva only, if you serve only Krishna, if you have not this mind to serve the devotees, then she will also not accept your Shiva. Manascha smarat basantam sthirajangam ishu. You can say your mind is success when this mind is meditating about Krishna to see anything in this world. Whenever we can see the trees, when our mind is meditating about the Goshtalila, whenever we see the cows, when our mind will meditate about Goshtalila, when we look at the sky, when our mind will meditate about the body complexion of Krishna, then you can say, your mind, Smarit Vasantam Sthirajangam Ishu. Moving or non-moving object, to look at this, you have to meditate. When your mind will meditate about Krishna with his Leela, then you can say, your mind is successful mind. Srinoti tat punna katha shakarna. when your ear will greedy for listening Krishna Katha, then you can say your ear is successful. Srinoti tat punna katha shakarna shirostu tashor bhailingamanet. Head will be successful when it will down on the lotus feet not only Krishna, to the devotees also. Tadeva jat pashyati tadhi chakshu. Whenever your eyes will see Krishna, will take darshan of Krishna and his devotees, then you can say your eyes is successful eyes. Angyani Vishnu Ratha Tajjanam Padu Tatangyani Bhajanti Nityam. You can say your body, this body is successful when it will accept Charanamrita, not only of Krishna, also the Charanamrita from the devotees. Then you can say you have this successful body. But there is some point. Narottama Das Thakur, he mentioned something very important in Prema Bhakti Chandrika. Krishna Bhakta Sangha Kori, Krishna Bhakta Anga Heri, Sradhyanita Sravana Kirtan, Archana Sharana Dhyan, Navo Bhakti Mahagyan, E Bhakti Paramakaram. You can attain bhakti in your heart when you will associate with the pure devotees. Krishna Bhakta Sangha Kori. When you will get Sangha of very pure devotees, then again he said, whenever you will look at them, if we are associating, we are not seeing each other. We are here, everyone we are here. We are associating, that means we are looking each other. Then why Narottama Das Thakur he mentioned again, when someone is associating with the devotees, that means he is looking. He is taking darshan of him. Why Narottama Das Thakur he mentioned again about this point, Krishna Bhakta Anga Heri, you have to take darshan of him. You have not only to associate, you have to take darshan of him. Why? Because he wanted to remind us, whenever you will go to any pure devotee, whenever you will take darshan, whenever you will associate with some devotees, you have to feel, you have to realize where you are. Who is in front of you? He is not an ordinary one from this material world. He is a very pure devotee. He is very near one of Krishna. So, sadhu, savdhan, be careful. Only by associating we cannot get this realization. Ado sradhya. First we have to get this respect. Then we can get this darshan of devotees, pure devotees. Otherwise, all the devotees of Krishna, they are very clever, like Krishna. More clever than Krishna. They always want to hide themselves. You know, today we're there in Varsana. Davji also was there. And we were all together with Radha Krishna Baba. And there was one boy, disciple of Vinod Baba. He called this boy and he embraced. he said to everyone who was seated there, he said to all of us that, see, he is pure devotee. They are always engaged in bhajan. From his childhood he is engaged with his bhajan. But I am not. I am fallen one. Very simple person. I am papi. I am always with the Vishaya, with this material world, with the families, with the disciples. What is this? This is, we have to make ourselves in that way. All their activities, they are trying to hide themselves. Like him, Krishna Baba. He is always saying like this, in that way. He is acting like a little boy, always. But if we just forget everything about him, then we cannot take darshan, such kinds of pure devotee. Maybe they will say so many things, maybe they will try to hide themselves. And devotees, pure devotees, they are always trying. They are always trying to go out from this material association. They are always trying to hide themselves. That they are showing off something's bad to others, that all the other people will not disturb them. You know, Gaur Kishore Das Baba. Gaur Kishore Das Baba. He used to do his bhajan inside of a reject latrine. Why? Because all the other people, ordinary people, they will not enter in this place. That is not good place. Ashaucha sthana. So they will not enter there. If he is there, then people will not disturb him for his bhajan. And he used to do his bhajan there. And these pure devotees, like the Siddha Mahatmas, they are trying to keep their bhajan in a good way. That's why it was happened with Gopishwar Das Baba also in his life. Someone, he asked him for initiation. Oh, Baba, I want to get initiation. Please bless me. And Gopishwar Das Baba, he asked to that person, oh, from where you came here? Oh, Baba, it's so far from here, in Purvavanga. Oh, that's good. Okay, how many cities you have to cross to come here? Then he calculated and he said, such kind of, how many villages you have to cross to come here? Okay, Baba, this, he said some quantity of this village. How many rivers you have to cross to come here? And he said, such kinds of this count of river I have to cross. Okay, that means such kinds of this amount of city, this amount of villages, this amount of rivers you cross to come here to destroy my bhajan? Siddha Mahatma. They are always trying to do this. They are always trying to keep their bhajan safe. But their blessings, and by their blessings, they are like Parashmani. If they will touch you, you will become gold. will get their touch, they'll be good. So we have to try to get this touch. That is why whenever we have to take darshan of any pure devotees, first we have to get this respect. Where I am going. When we have these feelings, then we can get these benefits. Lobo matro sadhu sangha sarva shanti. Lobo means, do you know the lava?
11th of a second, blink of the eye.
Blink of the eye. This time known as lava. If you get such time, association of a pure devotee, you will get all perfection in your life. You have not to do anything. But when we'll have such kinds of respect, we have to realize they are not from this world, from this material world. So, Ramai Thakur is saying about the sadhana of senses. To take darshan of Anaṅga Mañjarī, you can say it's like a sadhana for our eyes. Lolate Shindura Bindu Meghotale Jano Indu. She has spot of Sindura on her forehead, and it's look like a new moon, very new moon. When the moon will arise in the sky, it will not really like total white shamradis. Is not? Same, it was look on the forehead of Ananga Manjari. And if you take darshan in that way, then you can realize that this Hindura Bindu, this moon is under the cloud. Her hairs, black hairs. These black hairs look like cloud. And maybe by service, she was sweating. And this all the drops of the sweat on her face, it looked like all the stars. Here, in the translation, he written the curls. Curly hairs, it look like a star, but not this. Ramacandra, he said here, Lajate Shindra Bindu Meghatale Jano Indu Taragano Alankaro Bhati. When there has moon, when there has cloud, that means there has stars also. Moon are always with the stars. Where is the stars here? By her body complexion, all the drops of the sweat, it's look like stars. It's
Glistening. Glistening.
yes, it's glistening like stars. So you can realize whenever you take darshan of Anaṅga Mañjarī, you can see all these systems, solar system there. The stars, the moon, the clouds, everything is there. Pithete doliche beni, phoni mukhe jano phoni. Her braids. She has very nice braid, very long here. It's up to the knee. And it is dangles on her back. And this beni is decorated with jewels. There has one very big star jewels and so many small jewels is there from top to bottom in this braid. And it was decorated with the garland of jasmine. to look at this, Rama Thakur is comparing with something else. Her braids, it look like snake. In Chandan Jatra, they has very nice song. They are also the Padakarta, the writer of this verses, this song. He also compared the braids of Srimati Radharani with snakes. Chad chad shame chader bame chad boduni daralo Shamo shire mohan chura rai shire beni Shamo shire mohan chura rai shire beni Chura kore jhalo molo beni dhare phoni. He was there. They are there. Chura kore jhalo molo beni dhare phoni. Chad chad shame chader bame chad boduni daralo. देख देख चाँद के घीरे चाँदेर माला श्याम के घीरे ब्रजो बाला चाँद के घीरे चाँदेर माला. The akhar, the explanation from Ramdas Thakur. It was very nice, very sweet. You cannot imagine they are taking darshan and they wrote this everything. He said that Krishna is a moon. But here is surprising things. You can see in the sky, there is only one moon. But in front of me, I am seeing there is not only one moon. One moon is Krishna. One moon is Srimati Radharani. So, one moon is standing behind and beside Sri Krishna, another moon. Ramdas Babaji Maharaj, by his bhajan, he saw so more beautiful truths, and by taking darshan, he is saying, look at this beauty. Chad ke ghire chader mala. All the Braj Gopis also, they are like moon. Now you can see, the moon is decorated with a garland of moon garland. All the Braj Gopis, they are surrounding Krishna and Srimati Radharani, so they are looking like this. The moon is decorated by the moon garland. Chand ke ghire chander mala. And there he said that chura kore jhalo malo beni dhare phuni. They are dancing together in round way. When they are dancing in a round way, that time the braids of Srimati Radharani, it was dangles in that way like a snake. Here Ramacandra also is taking darshan of Ananga Manjari in that way. Look at her. One snake is going up through her body. When she was walking, that time her braid was entangled in that way. So from behind, Ramacandra Prabhu is taking darshan. Oh, what a beauty. One snake is trying to going up through her body, and he carries one very jewel, the Sharpamani. You know, snake has their jewel. Snake has their jewel. Elephants has their jewel. But it is very rare. If you are very fortunate, then you can see this jewel of snakes and gaja, that means elephants. This star's jewel in her braids, it does look like that this snake is carrying his own jewel. Why? very useful that the snakes, they are carrying their jewel on their head. But here it was not like this. The snakes, it takes his own jewel in his mouth. Why? To offer here. To offer Ananga Manjari. That is why he is saying, Pichete duliche beni, phoni mukhe janamuni, in his face. It was there, in his mouth. This jewel was in the mouth of this snake because he wanted to offer this to Ananga Manjari. Molli damo bhramore ropati. It was decorated with these jasmine gardens and so many bumblebees, they are flying, and it was looked that in that way they have their nest there. They have not to go far from her because they found their eternal nest. Brahmareropati. Ratno dheri shruti mule, oshto dui bimba phale, kundo koli dashanero abha, nasha uchcho tilo phule, tahate mukuta dole, gondo sthalo, koumudiro prabha. He wears very nice earrings on her earlobes. Very nice and jewel. Her lips look like bimbo falo. Kundo koli darshanero apa. Her teeth is so beautiful like kunda flower. Krishna also known as Mukunda, you know, because his teeth also like kunda flower. Mukunda, he known as Mukunda for this. Mukhe kunda kundasya shoundarjasya jatha Mukunda. He has this beauty of his teeth like kunda flower. That is why he known as Mukunda. Ramacandra also saying this. Ananga Manjari, she has her teeth very nice, very beautiful like kunda flower. Nasha uchcha tilo phule. Her nose, it's look like the tila flower, sesame flower. Tahate mukuta dule. And there, she wore a very nice pearl. Gondo sthale koumudiro prabha. If you look at her neck, then you can see the rays, the beauty of moon, full moon is there. Grivauti monoharo, very nice is griva. Shupino shundaro uro. Here he is starting comparing and describing the beauty like a material girl. Shupino urojuro. Shundaro uro. Her breast is very sharp and very high. Bhushano bhushito tonukhani. Bhushane bhushito tonukhani. She is decorated with so many ornaments. Kanthe haro chandra kanti. She is wearing very nice necklace on her neck by moonstones. Kucho juge shobeoti, which is decorated her breasts. Konchuko upore dinomoni, and this necklace has a very nice locket, very big, and it's look like sun, this locket of this necklace, and it was there just up to her conchuli. You cannot explain by this word with blouse. Blouse is not conchuli. This locket, yeah?
What is country?
Kanchuli. This kanchuli. Huh?
Yeah, country. What is it?
Yes, kanchuli. Kanchuli means the Bakshabandhani.
Choli.
Bakshabandhani. It is not blouse. No, not choli. Kanchuli. Kanchuli means Bakshabandhani.
Like a bra.
Yes, you can say like this.
Our tribal guards are wearing this.
Kantha Haro Chandrakanti, and this Dinamani, that means sunlight, this locket, it was just upside of her breast, upside of her kanchuli. Bhujalata Jugo Majhe, Kotoko Konkono Saje, Ongule Mudrika Shobhe Bhalo, her vein-like arms is decorated with very nice bangles. Her fingers is decorated with the rings, very nice rings, jewel rings. Shimho ba domaru jini moddho desho tikshini. Her waist is very thin, like the waist of lion, like the mid portion of Damaru. You ever seen Damaru? It's yes, yes. This drum. It's look like X. Yes. Damaru. Bhagya of Mahadeva. He likes to play Damaru. Devadev like to play Damaru. So he's comparing her waist, it's the mid portion of Damaru. This Damaru. How much thin? He said it is thin, very thin. How much thin? By Rasa Shastra. You can see there. How much thin? You can hold it in that way. You can hold it in that way. Such like thin. She has her waist. Trivoli Torango Romojalo. And there, on her waist, on her stomach, it has very nice 3 lines of very nice hairs. Trivoli. So Ramai Thakur, he is explaining the beauty of Anaṅga Mañjarī. Already he explained so many points, and he will explain next year. All the ones. He will explain next year, or maybe if Radharani will allow me, or Radharani will desire, I'll come end of December, and that time will continue.
We will die
But-
if we have to wait.
But until that time, we have to remember this all. We have to meditate about this Swarupa. But not with the material mind, with devotion. He compared everything with these material objects. But we have to multiply this beauty 1,000,000 times by our bhajan, by our meditation. Then we can realize little beauty of Ananga Manjari. Not really 100%. No one can explain. before he will explain, he said this, that no one can explain her beauty. So, until that time, we'll meet again.
And we will have to wait for this.
We have to wait when she will give her darshan, and until that time, we have to remember each other with love. So, for this year, this Ananga Manjari Samputika is going to rest Visram. We'll start whenever we meet again. Haribol!